What up, y'all? Welcome to the video. A lot going on since the last couple weeks I've been here, back from Thanksgiving. Saw some family for Thanksgiving down in the valley. Posted a video on that. Quick summary on the issue with my vehicle. I had a recall on the seatbelt. Took it in on Tuesday to get it looked at. They went ahead and fixed that, and then they found that there was another recall on it for the cooling system, so they went ahead and looked into that. So they took it apart, they fixed it up, they put it back together. As they put it back together, they ran the diagnostics and making sure everything was okay before they gave it back to me. They found that there was a leak in like a cylinder piston head or something. So they had to take it back apart, and then they had to submit that work order to Ford to let them know, hey, we believe this is part of the recall issue. We need to replace the engine or part of the engine. So they need to get approval from Ford so Ford can pay for it. Because if not, it's coming out of my pocket. And if you follow this channel and you know what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get out of debt, and you know it does not fit the budget. You know, that kind of money is probably gonna be in the thousands, and my budget is not gonna be able to cover that. So in the meantime, what I had to do is I had to get a rental, which is kind of ironic. So I'll show you real quick what the rental is. But it's this nice ruby red Ford Fusion. I think it's like 2018 or 2019. And it's funny because my car, the issues that I had, is a 2013 Ford Fusion. So when the lady's like, oh, we have a Ford Fusion available, I was thinking, is that the cheapest y'all got? She's like, unfortunately, yes. So it's $40 a day to rent it. And plus, since I don't have any credit cards, because you know I cut mine up because I'm trying to get out of debt, I had to use my debit card. And when you rent a car with cash or quote unquote a debit card, you have to put a $300 deposit down. So, ooh man, you know how that felt when I had to give it to him. I had to let him swipe it. And now it's funny though, Dave Ramsey talks about the pain centers in the brain when you use cash, how you feel it, as opposed to just using your credit card. I noticed, yeah, like when I gave her the card to swipe for the $300 deposit, and you know, it is a deposit, so I know I'm gonna get the money back when I return the car, but just the feeling of just, yeah, like, you know, her swiping and charging and signing that $300, I was just like, oh. Kind of understand and get what he's talking about when he mentions the pain centers in the brain. Got this car, I'm gonna keep it. I took it in Tuesday, my car, and they've had it's already Saturday, and they've had it ever since then. So I've had the rental for 2 days now, Friday and Saturday. Got a lot to do today. I'm gonna run some errands. I still gotta go to Christmas shopping for the last few gifts. Also today, I'm gonna go get a haircut because I haven't got my haircut in a while since I haven't had my car with me. I've been walking. My roommate's been taking me to work in the mornings, and then I walk home from work, which at first it wasn't too bad because it's like roughly like 20-minute walk. So it wasn't too bad, but when the weather got bad, it was like 40 degrees and the wind gusting. It felt like 30 some degrees, and it was not fun. My hands were getting numb, like my nose was getting numb, and I was like, man, I gotta get a rental car or something for at least for the weekend. So it was kind of like rainy and stuff. So it was not fun, and I didn't like it, so I had to get the rental. So now I got the rental. I'm debating now, because since they're charging me $40 a day, I'm debating now whether to return it on Monday. Now, they told me at the dealership that my car, they would find out from Ford if it'd be ready to be worked on, and then Ford will cover it by Friday. And now it's Saturday, and they still haven't heard from Ford. So they're hoping to hear back on Monday. Now, I'm debating whether to return the rental that I have on Monday or keep it until I hear back from the dealership. Now, I did a lot of research, and you can see a lot of recalls issues with the same situation that I have. So if you have a 2013 EcoBoost engine on your Ford Fusion or Focus, you're gonna notice a lot of issues, or if you haven't already experienced, there's some issues with the cooling system of the engine. So if you've experienced that, you probably know what I'm talking about. If you haven't experienced that, just keep a heads up, maybe look into that. If you haven't taken in to get recalled, definitely go take it in, check it out if you haven't done so already. Hopefully we get the vehicle and my rental expense paid for from Ford come Monday or Tuesday. We want to have the rental for 4 or 5 days, because what, 5 times 4 is what, $200 or so? And I just out the window, and I need that funds to buy some presents and for my spending and my budget for this month. And of course it had to happen in Christmas. It's funny how this happens. Busted up water pump in October, early November. Happy Thanksgiving. And then I got this recall stuff for Christmas. Merry Christmas to me. A lot of stuff's going on. I don't know what's gonna happen, right? It's kind of in Ford's hands in a way. Patiently waiting to see what they come back and say. But yeah, so today, got a lot to get done since I have the rental, because I want to knock out all the stuff that I need to knock out for the upcoming week. Because upcoming week I'm gonna be heading to Saturday. I'm gonna head to San Antonio for Christmas. This is the first year I'm not gonna be in the Valley visiting family for Christmas. That feels so weird. That's so crazy. But yeah, so looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing Holly and her family and spending time Christmas down there in San Antonio. I work out today, and I'm gonna a quick budget meal prep video. It's gonna probably be maybe 2-3 minutes. This is the meal prep that I usually do. Maybe it's one meal that I usually take a day, one meal a day for 3 to 4 days a week that I use and incorporate this specific meal. So I'm gonna show you guys that real quick. Check this out. I forgot to tell y'all, we got the couch that came in. Check this bad boy out. Oh man, see that? You see that? Couch looks sweet, don't it? Don't it? Feels real nice. Also, quick update. Finally got our Christmas tree set up. Woo! As you can probably tell, we got the blue and silver representing Dallas Cowboys. Hope y'all enjoying your weekend. Get ready for Christmas coming around. Make sure y'all got y'all's budgets in order. Man, this car issue may throw a huge wrench in my budget. So I'm kind of not looking forward to that, but I need to budget it. I can't just say, screw it, let me go ahead and charge it, or, because I don't got any credit cards. So let's get the day started, y'all. So we got first things you're gonna need is a food scale, a weight one. This one's Target, $10, can't beat it. Containers to put the meals in. Summary, what I got at HEB. First up, we got a rotisserie chicken. Oh, yeah. I usually buy rotisserie chicken. How much does that cost? $6.99, $7, right? So what I do is I literally peel off the chicken, all the skin. I don't use the skin. And I weigh it out, 6 ounces per serving of these. Zero it out, put the container on top of the scale, zero it out, and start with your hands, make sure your hands are clean, and start peeling the chicken and weigh it out 6 to 7 ounces. Now I found 6 ounces or 7 gives you about 3 to 4 meals per container. So on the rotisserie chicken, 6 to 7 ounces is about roughly 35 to 40 grams of protein, depending on the kind of meat you get. So I basically get the barbecue chicken or barbecue mesquite chicken rotisserie because adding Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Sweet and spicy, add about a serving of this. The thing is having a scale in grams and ounces so you can weigh out your food. So when you do it, so you know exactly what the macros you're taking in, meaning fats, carbs, and proteins. Next up I use is the French style green beans. I love these because they're not the thick, bulky ones. They're just like the long, stringy kind. I don't know if you can see the picture there. But I open one of these up. I don't even salt it or anything. I just open it up and then I weigh out 120 grams of weight per serving, which roughly about 2 of these covers 3 containers full of food. Macros on these, 0 fats, 2 carbs, and that's it. 1 gram of protein. I don't know where the protein comes from the greens, but 1 gram of protein. Also, then next up we got is the reduced fat pinto beans. I take a serving of this for each one of these. Like I don't season it or anything, because usually the chicken that I buy is already pretty heavily seasoned. So when you put it in there, it's still kind of like oily, it's still kind of seasoned. So when you put it in the fridge and then you heat it up later, it kind of sizzles with all this and it kind of gives a nice texture. Plus, I add the Sweet Baby Ray's, so it kind of goes in pretty well with that. A serving of this, which macros are in the back, right there. You can see it, macros. 1 serving is 130 grams in weight. So I zero out the scale, open this up, and pour in 130 grams in weight into each one. I'm trying to get at least 35 to 40 grams of fiber per day for me in my diet. And then I got protein, 6 grams of protein. So you take 35 to 40 grams of protein for the chicken, and then 6 from the pinto beans. You're roughly almost at 45 to 50 grams, which is my goal. And then last thing I do is I add 1 serving of jasmine rice. How much the rotisserie chicken is, serving the pinto beans, green beans, and then the jasmine rice. Now this makes roughly 3 meals. So I'm gonna go ahead and break it down, divide that per meal. And that's how much it costs me per meal to make one of these. The goal is for me obviously to spend less, stop going out to eat so much. Because I notice I go to Which, I notice I go to Chipotle roughly 3 times a week. And I'm trying to limit that to maybe once, maybe twice a week. That's it. That's a quick time lapse right there. Chicken. I put about 8 ounces because the chicken I was able to end up doing 7 ounces of the other 2 meals that I put in the fridge already, and then this one was 8 ounces. That's a really quick way. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the screen the macros of what per meal that gives me, rough estimate, and then how often I do that. Quick way to save me money, so I won't go ahead and spend, go out and eat, because Chipotle is literally right down the street. And if y'all follow me, my social medias and Instagrams, if you haven't already, go check me out, RJ Gomes on Instagram. I post a lot of Chipotle and Which, and a lot of food and stuff. I go out to eat a lot. So I'm trying to limit that so I can go ahead and get this budget taken care of and knock out this debt. Appreciate you guys watching.